Only for one night.
Blessings and peace.
Welcome everyone to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Wednesday, they'll go up against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Then on Friday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia. Philadelphia 76ers.
And looking at the Raptors matchup, seems like the season's flying by as that's already their 10th contest of the year. The pecking order in the league starting to take shape.
And now the Los Angeles starters. It's LeBron at power forward with AD as the center. Austin Reeves out there with MP. And it's Hachimura in at the 3, the small forward. And for Detroit, Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Down low, it's going to be Harris and Duren. And it's Thompson in at the 3. You know, in game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, BA, proper rest and stretching can help a lot. But you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
From deep, Reeves knocks down the long J.
Reeves keeping the defense honest there, knocking down that corner 3.
Pass to Harris. And here's Ivy. Yep, that one goes.
Oh, one of the better attackers of the rim. Ivy will not be stopped.
To the middle. Tipped. Stolen by Ivy. Knocked loose. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. Here's James. Hounded by Harris. Back to James. Hachimura outside. Off the mark there with a 3.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Clark, Hachimura has always been a monster with his strength. He knows how to use his frame.
He sure does, and he has an ample frame, BA. And working out with LeBron during the summer and training certainly hasn't hurt him in that regard. He knows how to use his body, but he's also become a pretty reliable three-point shooter and all-around scorer.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. We talked about facing a premier defender like Anthony Davis, and Coach told me AD is obviously a tremendous offensive player, but his impact on D is even greater. He's an elite rim protector, and he moves like a wing out there on the perimeter. Without a doubt, Davis covers a lot of ground defensively. Back to you, BA.
Appreciate the report, Allie. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe. Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Now here's MP.
Hey, get LeBron, get LeBron.
Down low. Davis finds James. Now Hachimura. High post Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Cunningham against MP. Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Duren. Shoots over Davis. And Duren with the basket on the assist by Cunningham.
Yeah, almost impossible to stop Duren inside. Wow, just wow.
On the wing, Reeves. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Duren with a steal. And now the Pistons in transition.
Flushing it home. Cunningham finishing it off.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Stewart, he's checking. .50 seconds left in the first quarter. To the left side wing. Outside Russell. To the paint. Some solid defense from Stewart.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
The Lakers in the lead. Right side, Davis. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
When he's at his best, Davis is in attack mode, getting to that rim and playing with power down low.
Harris outside. Stewart, a screen on Vanderbilt. For three, here's Harris. Buries it from three. Harris has got 7.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Lakers ahead. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
And so in the game for the Lakers, they've got D'Angelo Russell, Christian Wood out there with Jared Vanderbilt. And it's MP, and it's Christie in at the 3 slot. Here's Vanderbilt following the score by Detroit. Wood finds MP, and here's Russell, defended by Hardaway. Always a nice way to start, makes his first one.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Reed. Last game for him, he had 14. Thompson outside. Takes it inside. Power it home!
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
It was almost like they looked stunned when the game slipped through their fingers. Being on the wrong end of an upset leads to a quiet ride home.
And to lose it like they did, too. Wow, right at the end, man, makes it even tougher to take.
And so it's Detroit with it. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago, Fontecchio's shot is off.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
And there's the lob. Ooh, it's stolen away. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Simone Fontecchio, a name some may struggle with, but as well as he's played, get to know it. Actually, his teammates nicknamed him Tech. He said, when I first got to the NBA, they started calling me that, and I was like, guys, I don't like it. No one's ever called me that. But then it stuck to me. Now I like it. Brian?
Yeah, now you have to like it. All right, great story, Allie. Davis. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Clark, the first 9 years of his career, he played mostly power forward. But over the last 3, Anthony Davis playing a lot of center.
And I think his game has become more focused on staying in the paint, which is where he's dominant.
Called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, A.D. put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over. ends.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Pistons trail by 8. Ivy outside. Thompson outside. Pass to Ivy. Cunningham outside. 4 on the clock. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today. You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Thompson outside. Inside. Here's Harris. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from James.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Here's Hachimura. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Los Angeles, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. More 2K action in just a moment.
Check out the Pistons. You expect this game to go down to the wire, and if it does, it'll be good for the coaches to see.
And now let's check out the game at hand. It was a solid first half effort for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They're playing.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. You got to like what Anthony Davis has done in this game.
Yeah, even with the extra attention he's getting from the defenders, he's finding ways to excel.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Down low, it's going to be Harris and Duren. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt, and it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, B.A., and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
Cunningham outside. Second half getting started, about a minute played. And Davis with the block.
That infinite wingspan of Davis is on full display there.
James passes to MP. Oh, there's the alley. And they're on the break. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Hachimura, the pass to MP. Here's Reeves. Oh, he missed the chippy right there. Pistons trail by 6. Here's Ivy. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And though they've had a lot of high draft picks, Grant, the Pistons are still fitting everything together.
Yeah, and we've seen plenty of rebuilding teams go through struggles, and then suddenly everything clicks. But you have to have experience mixed in with the youth. And how can you not be excited about Ivy's potential? You can tell he wants to keep getting better.
MP scanning the floor. Pass to Davis. That shot off. Good D by Duren. Ivy passes to Cunningham. Elbow shot on the way. Jump shot is good. Cunningham's got 6.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Here's MP. Pass to James. MP outside. On the wing, Hachimura. Defended by Thompson. Davis with it. Shoots over Duren. Davis misses.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Here's Cunningham. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Rui Hachimura.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
Hardaway's checked in for Detroit. And the Lakers also making a change. Russell is checked in.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. That one on Duren.
You know, those are the plays Davis is capable of making. He's confident, and he keeps getting stronger with every passing game.
Stewart, he's checked in for Detroit. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Pass to Hardaway. 6 to shoot. The 3 from Thompson. And again, no good by Detroit.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Davis misses. Pistons trail by 4. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, the Pistons have struggled despite the improvement of their young cornerstone, Cade Cunningham. He said, quote, "This league rewards winning. People are going to say everything I'm doing is empty and meaningless until I win games. That's what I plan on doing, and once I do that, all the other stuff will come with it." Guys?
That's a great perspective to keep right there, Allie. Thank you.
Encouraging to see Hardaway Jr. knock it down from there, proving he can do damage from this area.
Here's Russell. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Russell's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this 3rd quarter. Harris outside. Pass to Stewart. Out to Harris. Can't tie it up. That one misses. Los Angeles leading by 3. And there's James from the arc. Duren with the rebound. Detroit has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. Harris passes to Hardaway for the tie. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's MP. Out to Hachimura. Right side Davis. Whoa! Can't outmuscle Davis inside.
AD just shoving past the inside contact that time. Powerful move getting it done.
Pass to Harris. Up in time. And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. The Lakers on top. They're up by 5. And time to... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love...
Completely new group for the Pistons. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Los Angeles leading by 21. And so in the game for Los Angeles, it's LeBron at power forward with AD as the center. MP is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward position. And here comes the break. Ahead to stop the run. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And I'll tell you what, that's what being unselfish is all about. Finding the open man.
MP up top. Stolen by Thompson. It's 2-on-1 for the finish. And he finishes off the break with the lay-in. Thompson's got 4 points this quarter.
He's shooting well. doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. On the wing, Hachimura. Back to MP. Clock at 6. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. And James gets it to go.
An expiring clock, nothing new for James. He just calmly knocks down the shot he takes.
To the inside.
Easy to see why Ivy's guys lob it his way. He's fantastic at capping off alley-oops.
Outside Reeves. Back to MP. Pass to James. MP outside to the middle. Here's Davis, and Davis slams it home.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Here's Duren. Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. Ivy up top. Pass to Thompson. Inside. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Ivy's shot is off. The Lakers lead by 20.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Lakers.
And they got a huge boost from their reserves tonight.
Yeah, the point differential between the two benches was a deciding factor in this game.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And what a huge performance it was for Anthony Davis.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Over to the wing. Russell from outside. The Pistons clear it. Sasser outside. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned